Yeah, recording started. Yeah. Strings and arrays we discussed. All right. So, did you practice or you just went through the yesterday section?
No, Ram, I just, came home just now from work. It's like tight schedule. Yeah, but I'm getting, a few days off for Thanksgiving. So I have to look into this.
Yeah, please take this as priority. I would say. I would recommend. The reason being,
Yeah,
uh,
no, but
you know,
I don't
if you
know. Yeah, I have to.
if you
But
don't,
yeah,
then
please send me I will ask my Radha to follow, but yeah, I would need these videos,
yeah,
even after the class.
yeah. I understand. Totally understand. The team should provide, but I think there are some technical glitches or something. But you need to keep asking until you get it.
Okay.
All right, fine. So moving on to today's session. So you know what operators? What is operator? Any idea? We have used operators in mathematics. What are those?
Like all the addition, subtraction, equals, greater than, less than.
Yeah, that's right. There are similar operators we have in Java as well. So let's check here. I'll get everyone. So A plus B equals to C. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll not write like that. In Java, we'll write C equals to A plus B. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Why? What is the reason? Because Java equals to is a operator that goes from right to left, not from left to right.
Okay, right to left. Okay.
What I mean to say is, okay, all right, int C equals to 3 plus 4. Now in this case, what is 3? What is 4? These are the values definitely, but what you can call in terms of operands and all. So 3 and 4 are called the operands.
Operand.
Operands, and plus is the operator.
Oh, okay, operands.
So
Okay.
we'll be using operator along with operands. Okay. So okay. So let's go on to the operator here. So we have in Java we have various type of operators. We have arithmetic, increment, decrement, concatenation, relational equality, assignment, bitwise, short circuit, conventional new, and this array operator. One thing I have, will it be possible to have our session at when you join today, maybe after half an hour? Not today, tomorrow onwards.
So from tomorrow, you are saying like from 8 o'clock you will start.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Will it be okay with you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, because I take sessions in the morning for around 2 hours, so I just needed a break in that time, so I can get some more energy to take a session.
Okay, not a problem.
Fine. From tomorrow onwards, we'll take it join at 8 o'clock.
Eight
Hey,
o'clock.
hey, Rob, this is Radha. How are
Hey,
you?
hi, Radha. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, quickly, I just want to bring, actually, this weekend is a long weekend here, right? I mean, Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
So I was just wondering, if you can take a break a couple days, like Thursday and Friday, will that be okay? Because, we have some plans to go out of town.
Okay. So your Thursday and Friday is going to be mine.
Uh,
It's Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. So anyway, Saturday is off, right?
Yeah, Saturday is off.
No, for him, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
I think
okay.
no, yeah. So Thursday and Friday, our thing. Just wondering if we can, hold on to that and then start from Monday.
Okay, so you're saying that my time that 24th,
No,
25th.
no. Yeah, you think about our time actually, not your one.
Okay, fine. Your time you're saying Thursday and Friday.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Your time is Thursday, Friday, is it?
Yeah. Today is Tuesday for us.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll be having class,
Okay.
and then Thursday and Friday no class,
Okay.
and then Monday we'll be continuing the class.
Then it's going to be long break then. 4 days of break, huh?
Right. I mean, so actually we have a plan. This is a long weekend we usually get right here in
Okay.
US.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
actually the long weekend starts from Wednesday itself. But I thought it's too gap. It will be if we take break. So I don't want to do that.
Okay. Fine. We can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ram.
Welcome. Fine. Fine. Yeah, Hema. So these are the operators we have in Java: arithmetic, increment, decrement, concatenation, relational equality, assignment, bitwise, short circuit, conditional, and new operator. So let's go through them one by one. Even I don't remember the name, I just see the symbol and I'll know what it is. Okay.
Okay.
So you don't need to know the exact name, what it is doing, just know the operators.
Okay.
So the arithmetic ones. Arithmetic means what do we have in arithmetic?
Addition, subtraction.
Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some of this here. So I'll print this one. I'll come over and print. If I do this out, uh, write 4 by 2. What will be the output?
2.
2. Okay. 2. Okay. If I write 5 by 2, what will the output?
2.5.
It is supposed to be 2.5, but here 5 and 2 are both the integers.
Okay.
Right? So integer by integer output is going to be integer, so it will take out the decimal part.
It will be 2.
It's going to be only 2. But if I write 5.0 by 2, what you told is correct, 2.5.
Okay.
Clear on this one? Any question?
Now,
Okay. If I write 5 by 0, how much am I going to get?
infinity.
Well, it is supposed to be infinity, but in terms of Java, there is no such integer that can represent this. So it's going to get exception,
Okay.
arithmetic exception, which we'll learn later on in the exception chapter. Okay. So we should not divide by 0. Now, 10 by 3, how much am I going to get here?
10 by 3, maybe 3.
3 only. Okay. Next thing is, I'll write this out. 10 modulo 3. How much am I going to get here?
10,
This is not
what
the
is that?
percentage. This is the modulo. We call it in terms of Java, it's modulo. So in the modulo, it gives us a
Modulo. Oh,
remainder. So what is the remainder if I divide 10 by 3?
1.
1. So output is going to be 1 here. Okay. Clear on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have a thing here. I want to use this modulo. If I give you a number, can you tell me that number is divisible by 3 or not? Oh, I want to write a method that should say that this number is divisible by 3 or not. So
Okay.
please let's write a method. So how to write a method? Public
Static.
static. Then I don't want to return. I just want to print. It's the number that I'll accept. It's divisible by 3 or not. I just want to print. How do I
Void.
do? Void. Okay, correct. Then
Um,
evaluate divide by 3. 3. 3. Right. So in this case, we need to accept. Yes or no? We need
yes.
to accept a number. How do I accept?
Int.
And write A, B, C, right? I can write numbers.
Oh, okay.
Then how do I evaluate the number that has been there is divisible by 3 or not?
System.
Well, like if the number is divisible by 3, how do we determine? If I write 10 by 3, 10 modulo 3, I'm getting 1. If I write 11 modulo 3, how much am I going to get?
2.
2, right? If I write 12 by 3, how much am I going to get?
0.
0. 0. That means whenever something is divisible by 3, the output from the modulo, how much are you getting?
The
0.
reminder.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
remainder 0.
Okay.
Correct. So what we'll do here, right here, if how much the number, what is number, percentile 3 is equals to 0. Double equals to means comparison. Single equals to means assignment. If you want to compare something, double equals to, right? We saw in string, remember?
Right.
If it is equals to 0, what you can say is this is out. Or num plus is divisible by 3. Yes or no?
Oh, okay.
So in this one, we'll write here. We'll call the method. If method length can be anything, doesn't matter. We'll pass here. Tell me a few numbers to pass.
12,
12, okay, and
15, 17.
15 and 17. Taking out the time. Correct.
Okay.
For 17, we did not write anything. If we want for 17, like else, can write else. We'll learn this one if else in the other further things, but I'm just using it. Then write. What you can write? Num is not divisible by 3.
Right.
Correct? This output you're expecting?
Yes.
Alright. That is about the arithmetic operators. Other one I'm not taking plus minus, you very well know. Okay? Increment, decrement. What does it means? It will increment or decrement. There are two things, incrementing and decrementing. Incrementing means it will increment by, it's of two types. It's going to increment or decrease the variable by 1. It is only applicable on variables. You can write 5 plus plus, you cannot write that. But you can write x equals to 5 and x plus plus you can do.
Okay.
Increment is and decrement. If you want to increment a1 that means a plus plus means a equals to a plus 1, then a's value becoming 2. Decrement means minus minus, b minus 1. So let's take an example here. Let's take variable int right here, x equals to right here 10, and if I do x plus plus and print this out and x, what will be printed?
10 plus 1.
And that is how much?
11.
Thank you. 11. Okay. So if I do x minus minus, and if I print here, this out x, what will print it?
9.
Now we are missing something. What is that? X is been reassigned to 11. X was now 11 now. When 11, if you do minus minus, it's going to be
10.
10. Clear? Any question?
No.
No. Again, there is a complication into increment decrement, which will not use the automation. That's why I'll just skip the ones that's not required. Concatenation. This is one of the important things that you should know. It is the only order method in Java is plus. Okay. Sometimes acts as arithmetic addition, sometimes acts as string concatenation. Tell me, in this place, if you see here, we're using plus here, right?
Yes.
Plus concatenation. If you want to add two string, or you want to add a string with something, string with the number, string with the variable, here what you're doing, you are adding integer with the string.
Okay.
Integer, anything within double quotes is string.
Right.
Integer with a string, that is becoming concatenation. After it has been concatenated, everything, both the thing is becoming a string now. The entire thing will become a string. And num will lose its integral value. Num will not become an integer anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's see here. Given a equals 10, b equals 20, c equals 30, d equals wrong. Okay. In this one, what should be the output? A plus b plus c plus d. And you should know that it will go from left to right. Please go from left to right.
RAM plus 50. 60.
Please go from left to right.
Oh,
Left is
left to right. 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus RAM.
how much is going to be?
60 plus RAM.
Plus means it will be appended. Concatenation append.
60 RAM.
Right, you're right. What about this?
A plus B plus A plus B. 30 RAM. 30? Or it will concatenate like 60 RAM.
No,
Okay.
as per the order.
Oh, okay.
Now this one is a little tough one. Try to answer. Not a tough one.
RAM 60.
No, it's RAM 10, 20, 30. What I told you, if an integer is added to a string, it loses the integral property. RAM 10 become a string.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'll show you here. Example I'll give you right here. Okay, let's take this one. String s equals to, like, let's take as 10. So what is 10? 10 is a string 10. It is not a integral 10. Remind you. Okay.
Okay.
If I do here this out, x plus 1, and if I do here s plus 1, what will be the output?
10, 1.
In the first one, x plus 1 I'm doing. What will be the output for x plus 1? What is the value of x here?
X value is 10.
Okay, I'll do here. Yeah, right. X plus 10 here. If I do,
Yeah.
how much am I gonna get for this one? X plus 1?
X plus 1 should be 11.
It should be 11. Okay, and what about s plus 1?
10, 1.
101. Right?
1, 1?
101. 101.
Oh, okay. I mean to say it's string, right? So I added 1 to it. So I said 10, 1. So 101.
Okay. Yeah. So this 101 is string now. This is
Okay.
not an integer anymore.
Okay. Makes
If I
sense.
do here, If I do here, see, I'll do here do by, let by 2. If I write here, it's going to giving me error. Why is it giving me error? See what's the error? It says operator is undefined for string. But if I can do here by 2, if I want to do by 2, I can do like this, by 2, no issue. But because this entire thing is an integer, right? We're adding a 1 to an integer, so that is becoming an integer. Now if I want to add 1 to a string, it is becoming string. I cannot do string by 2. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Right? Okay. So that's what it is. So that's why RAM 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
Now tell me about this one.
10 RAM 2030.
Exactly. Relational. Relational means you want to check the relation. Relation means always the relation is going to be what? It can be greater than, less than, likewise. Greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to. And the output is going to be always true or false.
Okay.
Yes or no? So I'm not going to in detail. That can be applied for every parameter except Boolean. You cannot say that false is greater than true or true is greater than false. There is no correlation. So you cannot apply on Boolean. Rest of the thing you can apply on every other primitive types.
Okay.
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 But they cannot be applied on objects. F1 flat F1 cannot be compared with F2. You can compare the flat F1 rent to flat F2 rent, but F1 cannot be compared with F2. Objects cannot be compared.
Okay.
Equality and assignment. Equality means what? To check they're equal or not equal. Double
Okay.
equals to means equals to the equality, not equals to means this one. Exclamatory and equals to is not equals to. So we can apply on every primitive types here. We can apply on object references like we did for string, right? First we applied for S1 and S2
Right.
for reference check. When it comes to object, it is for reference check. When it comes to primitive types, it's a data check. And how do you compare the content check for string? Which method from string will you be using?
Content.
Forgot. Equals method, equals,
Okay.
right? Okay,
Okay.
please go through it. Okay, this is one. There is equality. Equality is equals to, not equals to. Assignment means what? It is single equals to. It is the only operator which is applicable from right to left. Okay.
Okay.
So what do I mean by this? You very well know, but I'll just give an example. In case int y equals to 20. Now what I'll do is I'll write x equals to y. Now let's this out x and I'll do this out y. What will the last two output?
2020.
And that is the correct answer. 2020 cricket. Okay. Okay. Any question till this point?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Next is bitwise and short circuit. Bitwise means what? Is there and or no? Sorry, negation. You know what this and or? What's happening? Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. So you know what this and or?
And this together. Oh,
Yep. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what end, right? What is end? If you there is two condition, and if the end condition means what?
It should be it should be in the both.
Yeah, both the conditions should be satisfied.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Now please say the truth table and tell me, answer me with this one. Uh, First one, A is false, B is false. What will be A and B?
For and it is false.
Okay. And for or
It's false.
false. What about and? If false, true.
And and anyone is false, false, or is true.
Okay. Like this. And what was last two?
True, true.
True, true. Okay. What about this one? False negation is true. True negation is false.
Okay. It's reverse. Okay.
Reversal. So may I ask one question to you, if you don't mind?
Yes.
Since how many years you've been here in Canada? Is Canada?
No, US.
Okay, in US. Since how many years? I'm just asking. Not more than 5 years, I guess.
Yeah, it's more than 5, almost like 10 years.
Okay, you picked up the accent well. That's what it is.
It's why?
No,
Oh,
no. I'm saying you picked up the accent well.
okay, okay. Yeah, when we have kids, it's easy to pick up accent.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, if you observe this one, there's a trend here. See about the AND operator. AND operator. If first one is false, do I need to evaluate the second one to know the result?
I'm sorry, can you come again?
Sure. I'm talking about AND operator. If I do AND between A and B, if the first one is false, do I need to evaluate the second one?
No, I mean, one is false, it automatically it is false.
Correct. So that is double AND means second operand evaluated is evaluated if the first is true. Only if it is true, second one will decide the game, will decide the output.
Okay,
If the first one is false, output is going to be false.
right.
Right? Okay. Let's observe the OR thing or here. If the first one is true, do I need to evaluate the second one to know it's true or false? If the first one is true, do I need to evaluate the second operand to know its outcome is going to be true or false?
No,
Right? Because
because,
first one is true means it's going to be true.
right,
Right?
right.
And that's where comes short circuit operator, that is double AND double OR.
Okay,
Okay? Second operand will be evaluated only if the first is true, and double OR means second operand is evaluated only if first is false.
right.
Okay. That's about this bit wise and short circuit. Any question?
No,
Next, conditional new and array operator. Conditional is represented by question mark and colon. It is only ternary operator in Java. Ternary means what? It is having three operands. Ternary. We have singular, binary, and ternary. Example here is A equals 10, B equals 20. Okay, 8, 10, B equals 20 here. Now, this is going to be. In this case, what the first output of this one? A greater than B, true or false?
false.
If it is false, it will pick up the second one after column. X will become 50. Okay,
X
and
will become 50.
50. Yeah. If it is
What?
true,
Oh, if it's true, it picks 40.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's take an example of this one. Where is stuff? Say int a1 equals to 30. I need not write variable. I can directly assign. I can assign like this. If it is true, the first one will become right here 50, 60. Now if I print A1, what will be the output?
50.
50, right? Correct. Okay. This is how this one works. Now it is not only integer. If I write here string, I'll write here string. I'll write here output is, it will be output is true. If output is true, it will be printed here. It's on the right. False. Now if I run this one, what will be the output?
Output is true.
True. If I write here 56, what will the output?
Output is false.
Right? You got this one? It can, if you take string here, you should take string here. If you take number here, you should give number here. It's going to be the output. It's the only ternary operator.
Okay.
First one should be a boolean. And then you'll have, based on the boolean, if it is true, this one will be taken into consideration. If it is false, second one will be taken into consideration.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. You use a new operator. So you very well know what is new operator used for? Creation of object. Isn't it?
Creation of object. Oh yes, right.
Okay. And what like this one? String s equal new Saturday. And this one is this array operator for declaring and creating arrays.
Okay.
So these are the operators we have in Java, like this one. So any question on the operators?
No.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the next section. Give me a second. So we'll be having session tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, then after that you want to take go for vacation.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
So next class would be on your Tuesday morning and my Monday night.
Your Monday night is going to be my
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. Yeah. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Okay. Tomorrow we're having session, right? So I'm sure
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
Yes, we have. But please, I mean, I'll still ask Radha to
So anyway,
ask for
well, I'll also
videos.
follow with Vishal on that. Yeah. On
Okay.
the videos.
Because I'll be lost. Videos.
So conventional new one, this array operator. So we'll move on to the next one. These are operators as required in Java. We'll go to the flow control. Why it's coming up like this? I don't know. I'll check. Hold on. Flow control is here. It is the order in which statements will be executed at runtime. While execution, how the flow is going to be, just flow control. It is of three types. First one is selection, next is iterative, third one is transfer. In selection, we have if else. We just saw if else, right?
Yes.
We just did a method to check if it is divisible by 3 or not, if else. And there's something called a switch.
Okay.
And iterative means what? It is looping. Looping means what? You want to run certain statements multiple times based on your requirement, right? In these cases, if you want, for example, sorry, if you want to write from 1 to 10, how do you write? I mean, if you want to print from 1 to 10, how can you print from 1 to 10? You can write print 1, print 2, print 3. I mean, sys out 1, sys out 2. Like this, you can write 10 times,
Right.
right? Now, my question is, if you have to do it for 1,000 times, is it not a big headache to do like that?
Yes.
So in that case, we'll be using loops to see that. We'll see that one once we'll go there. Loop. So there is 3 loops here: while, do while, and there is for each loop. Is enhanced for loop. It will be used for arrays and collections. Collection we'll learn later on in this one. And there is transfer statement. There is break, continue, return. There is try, catch, and finally. This is try, catch, finally will be part of exception handling.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take up if else today.
Okay.
So we know that if else is like this. If you are familiar with C language, in C language, what does it say? People say 0 as false, and what anything apart from 0 is true. That is not the case here. In this case, it is true only, and false is false. Nothing more than that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine here. I'll create another package called as flow control.
Hey Ram,
Yeah.
quickly, someone end of the class, make sure that you save this package, and then if you can send it to Hema, that'll be helpful. Just in case, I mean.
Okay. So every day if we send like this.
Oh, not every day. What I'm saying is, like, we are creating different files for everything under one package. You're creating multiple Java files, right, for operators separate and all that. So that way, what we have covered.
No, then I did not get it. Please come again.
No, it is possible for you to send this the package end of the class? We'll have all these examples, everything tried out in each of these files, right?
End of the class. I mean, end of the session.
End of the session. End of the session, not end of the class. End of the whole session, like all the classes.
All the 25 sessions that
Right.
Yeah. That's definitely doable. But every day it will be difficult. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, not every day. At the end of the session.
Sure. That is doable.
Okay.
Yeah. What was thinking? What was thinking there? Flow control them. We'll take main method. If else, okay. So to determine, let's take 2 numbers. Okay. Int A equals to 34. Int B equals to 56. How can you determine which number is greater? And if you determine it, what I want is you should write that which one is greater and which one is smaller. Can you do it, Hema?
Yes.
Yeah, please tell me how should you do it? We'll use if. Okay. So tell me, in if, what is the thing we'll write here?
If A plus B. No, we have to see
Yeah.
which one is greater, right?
Correct.
If A greater than B.
If A greater than B, okay.
Then sys dot out print.
Yeah, we'll write system.out.println. So I'm just writing shortcut that is sys out. So that is not this one. System.out.println. I should write.
Okay.
Okay. What
Then
should I write here?
A is greater than B.
Okay.
A is greater.
A is greater. Okay. Then
Else
L
system dot out print ln B is greater.
is out. I control space to do. Okay. As B is greater. Okay. If I run this one, I'll get the output as whatever it is. B is greater. So it is saying B is greater. How can I write which one is greater? It is like I want to get the output as 34 is greater than 56 or 56 is greater than 34. I want to get that output. How can I do that?
34 is so we want to print like 34 greater than 56.
56. Correct. We did similar stuff here. We wrote here what is right.
Okay.
What is 34? Now 34 may change. We should write the variable a plus. Okay. Now here if I go here I write b plus.
Okay.
Correct. 56 is greater. Greater than whom? Alright. Alright. Greater then I'm giving a space. If I don't give a space, it will come with a it will be appended. So here,
Okay.
right here, greater than
A.
plus a. Okay. Coming correctly. If I take out this one and if I run this, it will whatever is there within double quotes, that will be as it is. Now I did not have a space within double quotes, right? That's why it did not have space. Even though I give a many spaces here, doesn't matter. That it will
Okay.
still would not be having space.
Okay.
Here
So
if I give a lot of space, yeah, here you should give a space adequate amount of space. This is lot of space here. So it comes after how many gaps you have, you will come this same gap only.
okay.
So you give at least a gap here. Okay. So here also I gave a gap, here also gave a gap. That's why it is coming in a proper way.
Okay.
Now our method, this one is in such a way that I may not give 3450. I give here 96 now, 98. Okay. Then also it will be correct only.
Right.
Okay. So here it doesn't matter if you give space after plus, but you should give within double quotes. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. This is about if else here. Else is optional. Sometimes if you want to see that you want to do, if A is greater than B, then only you want to do something. If A is less than B, you don't want to do anything. So you can omit the else part.
Okay.
Okay. If some condition satisfied, then only you want to take action. If it isn't satisfied, you just go ahead to the next thing. That is if else. Next thing is switch. Okay. Now, so how many seasons do we have?
How many what?
Seasons?
Seasons.
Seasons.
Oh, in India, 4.
Okay. And in Mercury, how much?
Mercury.
I'm just saying. So let's take a switch here. Let's take one string. Region right here. We'll switch here. Okay. So within this switch, we'll give the variable name. Okay. Switch can be used along with string, integer, and enum. Enum is something which will not be required for our such things here. Yeah. So first one is, let's take what is it? Winter. Okay. If this is winter, you should write it is winter. Okay. And what else we have? We have summer. It is what? Summer. I can write anything. I'm just printing. So it doesn't matter whatever I write within double quotes. That will be exactly printed. Right. Next thing is next. Take summer, winter, rainy. And I'm just giving something autumn, or maybe spring, anything. Okay. Out. Control space. Okay. And if this one, whatever will pass inside season. Now, what is inside season?
Winter.
Empty. Inside season now. Actually, it is winter season, but I'm talking about in this Java variable season, string season. What do you have? Double quotes. Empty,
Okay.
right? So if what it'll do, it will check this switch will try to match with all of them. Which one will match? Anything will be matched in the among this one?
No, because that's empty.
Right. Nothing will be matched. If nothing matches, now default giving default is optional. I'm giving here. Okay. This one what writes is out. Not a valid season. Okay. Now if I run this one, what should be the output? I'll comment this one. This work is done for this. So what it says? Not a valid season. Correct?
Right.
The next thing here, if I give here autumn, what the output can I expect?
It is autumn.
It is autumn. Okay. The output is coming, it is autumn, but I'm getting the not a valid season also, which is not expected. Right? It is autumn as we're giving here. We're getting this one. Okay. If I give winter here, what should be the output?
It is winter.
It is winter. It should give me it is winter. But if I run this one, I'm getting a whole lot of everything.
Oh, okay.
And this is called as fall through. What? Because it matched with winter. That's fine. After that, it is executing everything. So what we should do after executing this case, we should come out of this switch, right? After executing this one, after matching winter, we should execute it as winter and we should come out of the switch.
Okay.
And to do that, there is a break. There is a
Okay.
break statement. Now if I run this one, what will be the output?
It is winter.
It is only it is winter. Okay. Likewise, we should give break everywhere. Okay. And the last one need not give the break because it will anyway come out. Now if I write here rainy, what should be the output?
It is rainy.
Are you sure is it the only output we'll get? But in
No,
the output?
I think it will get it is winter, it is summer, it is rainy.
No. See, rainy will be matched with rain here.
Okay.
Okay, it will print it. It is rainy. It will print it, and do have a break out of it after that.
No, so it will be it is rain, it is autumn.
It is autumn, and there is a break. Once it encounters break, it will come out of the switch. So now, if you run this one, so I should write break here as well. Make sense?
Right.
Okay. Okay. This is about the what do you say switch. Now this is not only applicable for string, as I'm telling you, it can be applicable to integer. If you want to do from 1 to 10, if 1 happens, 1. Likewise, if you want to give. Okay. Okay, and yeah, that's about if else and switch. And if we move to the flow control, the next thing is I'll take the class as loops. Loop. Now, as I was saying, uh, I'm going to print from 1 to 10. Right? I'll write here, this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should wrote from 1 to 5. Why, right? It's fine. And it's 9 and 10. Okay. And if I run this one, it's going to print 1 to 10.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, is there any other alternative for this one? Loops, right? Iterative statements loop. The first one comes is while loop. So, what does while means?
While means.
You can say while means while something is it looking for a condition. While means it looking for a condition. What is like while within while loop it looks for condition. While something is true, it will keep on executing.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take this variable. I want to start with what do I want to start with? I want to start with 1, right? Because I want to print from 1 to 10, right?
Yes.
Right here int I equals to 1. Okay, and right here while I is less than or equals to 10. While I
Okay.
is less than equals to 10, what I'm supposed to do? I need to print I.
That yes.
Okay, then in this case what will the output?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Okay, let's run this one. Oh, it is going on printing 1 1 1 1 1. What is the reason? We
Because
did
I is
not
equal to 1. We didn't increment I.
exactly. So we should increment every time. After printing one time, we should increment. It will go on and on. It will stop at some time when it will run out of memory. It will stop. I'm stopping it manually. Okay. To do this one, I should write I plus plus. What does I plus plus do?
Increment 1.
Increment by 1. So it's going to print from 1 to 10. Clear on this one? Any question? Please ask me.
No.
Okay. Now I want to print 1, 3, 5, 7 till all the odd numbers between 1 to 10. How do I do?
I.
Yes. So if we increase by 1, it is going to the next number.
Right.
Correct? If we increase by 2, will it not go to the next odd number from 1? 1, 2, it will go to 3. 3 to
Right.
go to 5. Right. So instead of doing I plus plus, what I can do here I equals to I plus 2. Right. So if I run this one now, it should print 1, 3, 5, 7 likewise.
Okay.
Any question to this?
No.
Okay. This is about the while loop. After while, we should give a condition. Then what it will go and keep on executing the condition until it becomes false. So while I equals to 1, it will check I 1 less than equals to 10. True or not?
Yes.
Is true. So once it is true, it will come inside it and print I.
Okay.
And then it will I will becoming I plus 3. That's being I 3. Now 3 is less than equals 10. True or false?
True.
True. Then it's going to print 3 and 3 to increment I will be incremented to 5 here. And then 5 is less than equals to 10. True or false?
True.
Likewise, I becomes 9. Okay. I equals to 7 plus 2, 9. 9 less than equals 10. True or false?
True.
True. So it goes to print 9. After that, I is become 11. 11 less than equals to 10. True or false?
False.
Once it is false, it will come out of the loop and we don't have anything up after it. That's why it says printed 1 to 9.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that is about the looping concept in Java. It's about while loop. There are a few more loops here which we'll see in the next session.
Okay.
Okay. Right. We'll tomorrow we'll join at 8 your time. Okay.
Oh, tomorrow 8. Okay.
Today we joined at 7:30. Might be the time is 8:30, right? 8:31 to be precise.
Yeah, one way that is good actually. Actually, these days I think even Hema is coming a little late from work due to some release.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, Ram.
Sure. Sure.
So Ram, how many classes? So Java will be continuing then Selenium. Okay.
We'll be taking another. Today is 22nd. Another 3 to 4 sessions will be required. Or do you want me to join to Selenium directly?
No. That's good. Whatever you're doing is good. That way, it'll help Hema to, understand Java as well. Yeah.
Okay. And flow control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. So the content that is being delivered, is it okay? Okay. Are you able? It's okay for you?
Oh, the PDFs you're talking about?
No. The content, whatever we're discussing, is it explanation is okay? Understandable?
Yeah. Whatever we talk discussing is good.
Okay. Then fine. We'll then meet in the next session tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, Ram.
Okay. Thank you, Radha and Hema.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.